in the gallery, which is where all the controls of the programme happen, we have a young guest who's actually over here now, because I've said, come down to the studio. Casper is your name?
Yeah.
And you're just watching the TV show today, which is great, on half-term, okay? Yeah. So, and he's 13, Yasmin, isn't that brilliant? So, are you interested in politics?
Yeah, very much, yeah.
And so let me just ask you, what year were you born?
2009.
Give me the Prime Minister since you were born.
There's Gordon Brown, and there's David Cameron with the Coalition, and then there's Theresa May, Boris Johnson, and now Liz Truss.
Wow! But also, it's incredible you've had that many Prime Ministers in that time, because I just basically had Thatcher for 14 years. Do you know when Thatcher came to power?
1979.
Oh, my goodness! So well, this is brilliant. You know, so few people know this.
I know.
Why are you interested in politics when it's just giving us one shambles after another?
I don't know. So I think I started when the Partygate was going on, and then just kind of progressed from there, yeah.
Yeah. Did you think that it was right that Boris Johnson went when he did? Do you think he had to go, or could he have saved it? Because they've obviously ended up in such a pickle now.
To be honest, no. I think that he didn't do much. I don't think Liz Truss is doing much either.
So, how interesting. Go on, ask our 13-year-old a question. Go on, ask a question.
I'm just so impressed.
I think it's brilliant.
You cheered me up
for
the first time in months.
Yeah.
Casper, I wanted to ask you a question. How important do you think integrity and values and decency and honesty is in our political leaders?
It's probably one of the most important things, because if you don't have a government that has integrity, how can they govern properly? Because you can't lie to make yourself go through government, which we've had for a long time. Yeah.
I'm just thinking, you know, the Conservative Party will probably lose power, and at some point it will almost certainly gain power again. And the next Conservative Prime Minister, right, the one after Liz Truss, if she hangs on and she fights the election, is probably 13 right now.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying?
No, he's not going to be a Conservative.
No, I don't.
Sorry.
I'm not going to. Don't say what your views are, Brittany. Keep your powder dry.
He's on my side.
But honestly, it's the next generation that are going to say, because if this is this bad for the Conservatives, Ali, your party's going to lose not one generation, it's going to lose two. It's going to lose everyone above the age of 30.
I make a prediction, right, that what will happen is the party will say, we lost because we weren't right-wing enough. We were more right-wing. They'll go through that whole cycle before they come back to their
But the integrity question's really important. We now have a Home Secretary who lied for 3 years about a website that he had created under a fake name.
This is Grant Shapps.
Yeah.
OK. Yeah, but then again,
honestly,
this is a problem with all parties, isn't it? I mean, you know...
No.
Do we really want to talk about the Iraq War now?
No, I think the Iraq War was the undoing of the Labour Party, quite rightly.
Because that was quite a big problem. I'm just trying to be balanced here. Listen, Casper, you're brilliant. You see, we always end up... We're friends, but we always end up... Yeah. We don't call it argument. We have lively discussions. Find a chair and do stay.